Welcome back, guys, and thanks for taking a little time to spend a little time with me. As you can see, I got the beta here for The Division, got some gameplay here, and I'm just going to give my quick impressions. Keep in mind, I'm not an RPG expert, so some of the things that, I will be judging or what have you might not even be relevant for an RPG. So I lean on some of you RPG experts to let me know, what I should expect and what I shouldn't expect from this game. All right, so I'm just going to try to keep it pretty brief here, guys. First and foremost, I do like the gun battles. I like the fact that, it feels like you're under pressure. You got to kind of, get out of the way and post up and get into prime position. And I love the cover fire. I love that. For you guys who follow me, I think cover fire like this should be in any type of shooter, especially a game like Battlefield, which is a game I love. You need to have a cover fire system. That's just point blank. That's just my opinion. Now, looking at this particular gunfight here, one thing I was never able to tell as I played the beta, I couldn't tell if I was playing a CPU or playing against a human, live opponent. I couldn't tell. I didn't see any indication above their head, their name, or anything like that. Maybe it's something I'm missing, so that is a question as well. How will you be able to tell when you're, fighting against the CPU or a live opponent? I definitely saw, on the website where they said, they're aiming for seamless transition between, PvP and, playing against the CPU and things like that. So maybe it's intended that way. I don't know. All right. Now, another thing I wanted to discuss is the graphics. Now, I think as far as everything that the graphics has, as far as, environment and, the smoke coming out of pipes and things like that, and the shadowing and all of the different objects in the homes and the scaling of the city, all of that is great. But let me interrupt myself for just a moment here. See that clipping right there? Again, guys, I say this all the time. Every game I've played has some type of body clipping or morphing or what have you. I don't know if any company will ever be able to figure that out, but I think whoever does, in whatever genre, that will be revolutionary for games, for interactions and person-to-person interaction, person-to-object interaction. That's going to be a game changer. But anyway, getting back to the graphics, me personally, I don't see anything that stands out, more than any other game that we may have seen already on these consoles. Think about a game like The Order, which I still think is one of the best looking games by far that I have seen so far on the PS4. And I expect games like Uncharted 4 to be amazing as well. But to me, like I said, you're looking at the scale of the city and, the trash cans and all that stuff, the fences. It looks great in principle as far as artwork. But visually, it doesn't jump out at me. And the reason why I say that is because I think back to the trailer for this game that we saw well before it was even shown at E3. We all thought it was amazing. I thought it was one of the most beautiful games I had ever seen in terms of a shooter. I thought it was on next level. Now that I see it here up close and personal, and excuse me for doing this, guys, it's just a video game. Believe me, I love dogs and I would never do that. But, seeing this game here on my own console, after seeing it at E3, which even at that point I said doesn't look like the trailer, and again here on the beta, same feeling. So I'm not very impressed overall with the graphical element of this game. And right here, you see me testing out the damage. I think the damage is pretty cool. But honestly, I would say, Battlefield 4 seems to show more damage than this game. And maybe, I haven't played it enough to really see it in full spectrum. But, Battlefield 4 to me seems like the damage is a lot more, prevalent. Now, Smitty did remind me, hey, this is an RPG. Can't really compare it to a full-blown shooter like Battlefield 4. And I said, okay, maybe that's fair. But, that's just my opinion of it, guys. I just think graphically and damage-wise and things like that, I don't see anything that jumps off the table or where it's better than other games that I've seen. So, definitely give me your opinion on that. Some feedback I want to give. I think there's not enough damage with the guns. It's on the body. When you hit someone in the head, of course they're supposed to go down. It seems like it does a pretty decent job with recognizing that. There were a few times where I thought I was getting headshots and guys still didn't go down. But for the most part, it just seems like it's too many shots. I mean, I swear I hit a guy one time about 15 times in the chest, and this dude doesn't even take any real effect from it. He's still coming forward. And I'm like, I'm tired of seeing that in shooters. And the reason why I got to pick on this game about that is because, hey, you know, this is the latest product. I expect all of these games to improve. And I have seen other games that does a better representation of, you know, once you hit. Better hit detection, and not necessarily the hit detection, but the effect of the bullets. I've seen it better. Again, you know, other shooters that are already out seems to do a better job. Let's see what else. I like the control scheme. Definitely love that. And like I said it already, but I love the cover fire. I mean, that should be a mandate, a mandatory aspect of a shooter. Some of the interaction, you know, as far as the player and the environment, you know, I don't really. Again, it doesn't jump out, man. It doesn't look more or better than any other game that I've seen already. So that's kind of disappointing, especially with this game, you know, being delayed and things like that. I just don't really see, you know, where it just, you know, where the gameplay just wows you like that overall. It seems like a fun game, you know, a very fun game. I like the open world aspect. You know, I can't wait to see the full, you know, product, to see exactly what this game has to offer. But like I said, I mean, overall, to me, there's nothing that just jumps off the table and makes me want to have this game. I'm probably going to get it because, like I said, it's fun. But, you know, I'm not going to jump to conclusions and say that yet, though. It's going to depend on, you know, who else gets it and things like that. Because it seems like it will be a lot more fun when you're running with the team, especially with it being open world. But at the same time, it seems like I was able to, you know, and excuse the phone going off right there, guys. But it seems like at the same time, man, I was able to handle myself very well by myself, going against 3 and 4 opponents. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what to feel after playing the beta. I think the game is fun, but at the same time, I don't quite see anything yet that's just pulling me away from another shooter. You know what I mean? Other than the fact that it is open world, and like I said, you know, it's probably going to be a lot of fun if you're playing with, you know, a group or a gang or whatever you want to call it. But you guys let me know, man, you know, what is the thing for you RPG veterans? What is the thing that I should be able to hold on to say that this is a must-have and the reason why I should get this game? Tell me, because like I said, I'm not an RPG veteran, so I may be judging it, you know, wrongfully judging it, you know, based off of other shooters. So that's just my quick thoughts about it. Seems like a fun game, but overall, I just don't see anything that wows me as of yet. All right, guys, that's my thoughts. Definitely leave your thoughts, leave your comments. Don't forget to hit that like button. And like always, let me know what you think. Once again, guys, thanks for coming by. And if you want to interact with me live, head on over to Sim Standard Radio every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, along with Smitty and Azure Effect. The call-in number for the show is down in the description. Now, of course, for more content, go ahead and click the link above. And before you go, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. All right, guys. Until next time, lights out.